I'm okay!
Okay.
I'm fine!
Hello, hello. How we doing? I just realized this camera is way too high. Please hold. Like, why does that look so weird? Well, Dustin, you adjusted how it's mounted and now it's off. How do you like the back of my monitor? I know it's one of my favorite features. Still pretty high. How am I going to fix this? Do I have to go up with it? And then tilt it down? Is that what's up? Hmm. That's better. We'll call that good. I am going to take this slanket off, though, because I'm already too warm. I am born! Welcome in, everyone. How we doing? Ugh. It's a Sunday stream. That means the vibes. We have the vibes. We have the meats. I was in the middle of fixing something. Ah! I got rid of the chicken cooker farm. And I think we might just do a entity crusher farm. Because we don't need the cooked chicken anymore. We just need the feathers. So we can trade with that guy. But it is what it is. So today, my friends, we are going to pardon me. We're going to expand the kelp farm because it's still not producing as well as we need it to. So we have to do a little bit of work and see what we can't figure out together. I also added back in the what you call it? I was realizing that I was having to go up and down from the basement to the lobby, and going up and down this thing is not as convenient as it needs to be. So like if I'm down here, I had these initially, but I got rid of them because I was like, oh, I don't want people to have access. But it's like, nah, that's not the kind of farm that we have. Now we have a dropper and an elevator to get us up and down from the lobby real quick. Another thing that I realized was I need to make myself a better, essentially a listening platform. Because for the longest time, I just trusted that I could be somewhere around here and it would be okay. And I could hear the whole thing. It's not true. There are just chunks I cannot hear. So it needs to be somewhere in the middle. And for a while, I was just doing it here. Just standing here. Because then, like, if I go... We're going to turn this off for a second so we can listen. That if I'm... I should still be able to hear the heartbeat right here. And then... Can I hear the piano? Yep. Oh, I didn't realize you could hear S-Mart from here. I might have to change that. And then... Definitely hear that. Do I hear... Yep. I hear that just fine. Do I hear the drops and drips? Do I hear the creaking shack? I don't. Okay, so the creaking shack is just out of the range of something that I can hear from that spot. And I think it's because it's in the far corner of the map. I don't think there's much that I can do about it. Because I wanted the range of it to be... Like, listen. I'm curious if I can maybe bring it forward so it's not all the way in the back. I don't know. But I don't want it to be heard. I think you can hear it. Yeah, you can hear it on the second floor. of this. If you go all the way here, you can hear it, and I don't like that. I don't know. I need to figure it out because it's those little nuances. I didn't want to build this thing too terribly massive, so I made some concessions with the height of everything. I only gave each floor about 10 blocks to build each floor and about 10 blocks in between each floor. I think in retrospect, I probably should have done 10 blocks per floor and then 20 blocks in between each floor. But this hotel would have been 30 blocks taller, which I guess at the end of the day, not a huge deal, but still, it's a little annoying. It's something I even have to worry about, but here we are. Another thing I wanted to do today, if I could, is we're going to make a bunch more sticks. And you know what? We got a bunch of red wool. We'll use that. Oh, wait, no. It's paper to make maps. I didn't need to make any of those sticks. What's my deal? Paper. Utilities. I need compass. But I want to make a few maps to show off the what you call it, the hotel, because I realized that I can make 5 maps. So if I stand in the middle of the hotel ish, the map is as such. So I got to go to the back corner of the map, or of the hotel, and I can make another one. So we'll go all the way south first. Where does that put us? Okay, just that corner. So we'll need to go north a little bit. Make another one. Excellent. And then I believe we have to go south a little bit. Yeah, so we need to make one here as well. And that should be enough. And that's all of the land of the hotel. I did a little, I wouldn't say data pack magic, but I was able to go in to, the map that I created, for the top of the hotel, and like in the actual resource folder in the world, and I was able to grab it and put the new center so the whole hotel would fill out this. But the problem is this map is not vanilla, and as much as I would love to say, oh look, the whole world is on this map, that's not real. It is a fake map, and I need to stay as vanilla as I can. I know it's not too important, but it's important to me. So, we're gonna put... I wanted to put this somewhere where it was going to be even on the wall, but it doesn't look like there's really a place because it's 2x2. So, oh, wait, 2x2. Could I put it anywhere in here? Is there a bare wall? This could look cool because this is check-in. That's security. Let's see how this looks. So 40 and 41. So I think this one goes here. And this one goes here. There. And there. I think I need to make a map out there too, because eventually that'll have the train station, which we have not built yet. So need to go north of the greenhouse, but stay in the greenhouse chunk. And I think it'll grab all of this. Excellent. Yeah, because eventually there will be a train station here. I don't know when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. So let's fill in these bad boys. I'm just going to fly around and fill in the map. So that way it doesn't have those weird bubbles. Excellent. This is not necessary to anything other than my own excitement. Look at how cool that is. Yeah, so we have a plan about building a train station of sorts here, which probably means all of this sand is going away and it'll be a little bit more cut out here. I need to build the docks here. Well, originally the docks were going to go straight here. I think I'm going to pull them down and make the docks right here so it stays in the map a bit better. Yeah, this is that new addition that's got the bamboo farm in it right there. Yeah, I think this looks pretty darn good, my friends. I'm happy with what we've been able to create. I will say, because I was thinking about it, if I ever wanted to, I could 100% make one of those interactive maps, and keep it loaded probably out here in the ocean if I ever wanted to. But I think the big challenge that's going to come in with that is I would have to have my camera account logged in all the time, which not the end of the world, but it is something to take note of. But yeah, originally that little spot right there was going to be the train drop off, but I think I want to put, because we have this overarching plan to make like a big old circle around this area with a train track. At least that's the hope. We'll see if that ever happens. I find it really exciting, but I know that it's one of those, like, if we have time, we'll make it happen sort of things, but not the end of the world. So if it doesn't happen, but I think it would be cool. So, okay. So, let's expand our kelp farm. Get that thing to be a little bit more efficient. We're going to need smooth stone. I know we're going to need some observers and stuff like that. We'll worry about the redstone after. Definitely need more lighting, which, let's go to the frog light farm, because we need some, I'll just grab a stack of each of the colors. Oh, so the Bobby mod has been having to reload again. I'm super bummed about it. I think the center one, or maybe it's on this side. Okay, this side. You know what? I might as well grab 2 stacks of each. You know what? This gets me under the hotel. We'll go here. Those observers staring at me are not ominous at all. Okay, so we're just copying this thing over here. I think we need, okay, so it's, 2, and then this one is on the outside. So we'll fill this in. Pardon me. Okay, so actually I think that row, yep, that row is smooth stone. And it has the pistons that live on top of it, which I think I should be able, or I believe I have in my redstone box. So let's check that out. Ad starts in 5 for those not subscribed. Okay. Looks like I have just enough, which is awesome. Yeah, so we will do the big old this thing on the back of this. What direction did I have it in? Sideways. Okay. So it's a... so we actually don't need this one. That goes there, and then... Boop, boop, boop. And I don't think I'm going to make this one as tall as that one. I don't think I'll double up. I think I'll just do the simpler layout for this one. But I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see. I think it's more important to build it first before trying to figure out. Yeah, because if I put an observer row on top, then I could put the frog lights here. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is where the water sources will be. Observers will go there. So then that's water sources are there. Then I need this to be taller. At the end of the world. Add a minute and a half, friends. We're gonna do that for now. We don't have to worry about any of that. Okay, cool. So these will go up here. And we're just gonna have to figure out our life with these trees. Oh, hey, bud. Okay. Okay, so we need observers, we need fence gates, we need glass. Does that need to be stepped back a bit? It does, because it's over the observers. So fun. I know what I'm doing. I promise. Observers here. Does that mean this is 4 wide? It does. Okay. Okay. Oh, that's where the rails are. Doesn't need to be. You know what? This rail line isn't as convenient as I thought. I'm making the decision. So let's do... Yeah, we'll have some fun later making this covered up. Probably chopping down these trees and all that. That'll be fun. Yeah, the hope is that eventually we can hook this up to a little bit of a super smelter if we can help it. We'll see if that actually ever happens, because I'm worried that the consequences of that are a little bit higher than I think Dustin realizes. So, because I don't think it's going to be as nice looking as I want it to be, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so I need glass, and observers. How many observers do I currently have? I have 2 observers, which means I need 16 more. Oh, I gotta do a, what you call it soon? A quartz mining session. So, 14. We'll need cobblestone. And we need redstone dust, which of course I left it downstairs. Like a noob. A noob. I do have a crafting table down here, so I should be the... Ay. Okay. Let's just grab this and then... I need 28. Okay, we're good. 14. Don't need the crafter. Oh, you butt. I also just realized I need to place them from this way. Look at me go. Professional Minecrafter. Oh, I did my count wrong. I needed to make 16, not 14. Yeah, I'm too short. Okay. So I have the dust to do it now. I need of the cobblestone. I just need 2 quartz. Can I? Excellent. Zoink. I'm getting pretty good at flying. At least, or I think so. 4. Put the cobble away. This is such a better use of the space than just the emptiness that was over here before. Okay, so I forgot glass. What a noob. I don't think I have any glass in this. I don't. Okay. Okay. Ooh, do not have a lot of glass. Kelp. I will need infinite water source. I know I need deep slate. Just because I like the way that it looks. Stone buttons. Boopies. And then a bunch of these. Let's grab this. And this. And this make. That probably isn't enough. Need more sticks. I hate to be using spruce like this, but it's what we have. We need a lot more. That's probably closer. We'll start there. But yeah, in regards to all that sand going away, like I mentioned, one of the things I'm going to do with it is convert it into the thing. Into glass, because I don't like how it looks on its own. Or on its own. The way that it's currently set up I'm not a fan. Gimme. Okay. So we do boop, boop, boop. Boop. That's as high as I need to go there. And then I need glass, which I do not think I have enough. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's it. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more pieces of glass. So I think what I'll do is get rid of some of this sand. Because it is 100% not needed over here. Also, useful kelp is useful. And then we gotta smelt this up. I need to, actually, take a whole stack, turn it into glass. Awesome. Okay. So that'll smelt up, and the first 6 pieces I'll just put right in my inventory, and we'll head down to finish it off. Coffee break. Or 6 pieces takes 60 seconds because it's 10 seconds per smelted item in a standard furnace. We'll put those up next. Need more kelp. Let's get more kelp while we're waiting. Honestly, probably too much kelp. Can I make it? Nope. Ow. Okay. Really? No XP. Great. Ow. Also, I brought 2 Allay home. Okay, so let's make a infinite water source right here. Now, because the what you call it? Observer's not a full block. It doesn't do the cool filling thing where you can make an infinite water source in between two sources. It just doesn't do that, and I'm bummed about it because it would make this a lot easier. But no. So I gotta do it the long way, which is honestly not a huge deal. It's just kind of annoying. Oh, I guess I should have done... Oh, well. I should have done the fence gates first, but... Because now I gotta do it while I'm underwater, which... is okay, it's fine. I think I'm gonna have one left over, which is hilarious to me. Awesome. Okay, kelp time. And I think we're off to the races. Ow. I think those kelp farms up and running. Which means... that can start running. And then I can do... this. And I hate that this is exposed. So I might put something over top of it. That looks good. Okay. Now the kelp farm is twice as efficient, which is awesome. Oh, that was lucky. Awesome. Okay, so that is up and running. And then I'm actually going to do this and leave that source there in case I need it. I think it's actually kind of helpful over here. And instead of doing top slabs, let's do bottom slabs. So it's not an inconvenience either. Awesome. Okay, so kelp farm, check. What time we sitting at? 9:48. Great work, Dustin. Okay, so that's good. Why didn't the... oh, because that hasn't grown yet. That's fun. So much sugar cane. Are we on bamboo? Doing great on bamboo. Now I'm debating if I want to... need to put a bunch of stuff away. I'm debating if I want to, duplicate the lays. But I don't know what I want to use them for yet. I was thinking about putting one, in the, greenhouse. Because I think it would be cool if an allay is running around the greenhouse. I don't know. Feels a little bit like a butterfly, if that makes sense. At least I think it is kind of cool. Eyelids are tired. Okay. So another thing that we did is we, oh, I need signs. I'm gonna put signs somewhere. I think I'm shy one sign. But we now have one more sign. We now have, everything ready for phase 4. Slot 16. I think this is jump boost, but what did I call it? Ranger. Slot 17. I think this one is Speedster. And the last one is Barbarian. Do I have any? I think I do, actually. Yep. Okay. Oop and oop. Slot 18. Barbarian. Awesome. So now all of these link up over to here as toggleable beacons. So now when the game is on, this torch will be off. So this torch will be off when the game is on. And now none of these are enabled. But if their legendary token triggers, which I can mimic by doing this. Ranger. And then we should get jump boost. There we go. And then
Speedster.
Then we should get, there it is. And then last but not least,
Barbarian.
we should get resistance. Oh yeah, and it's all for just 5 minutes. I hate jump boost. I'm going to turn this off immediately. So, and the technology behind it is super simple. It's just a block that's decaying over 5 minutes. But you can get R, G, and B in regards to your beacon beams. So as people are coming up to it and seeing that a run is happening, they can see what type of run you're doing. A barbarian run, a speedster run, or a ranger run. Yeah, it's basically a way to kind of boost your run for 5 minutes. And then again, the hope is that you have you have that that your card gets pulled early. But yeah, like while the game is off, haste, speed, and resistance are always on. Sorry, yeah. So that way there's a little bit of a boost to your you don't get hurt, basically. I thought about doing regen instead of resistance, but I don't think it's worth it. Because we're never going to be at a spot where, like, having your hearts replenish is a lot more OP than just not having your hearts go down as easy with resistance. So that makes the most sense. Also, I may swap out the haste beacon for a purple, but I don't know. But it matches with the color scheme outside, so that's why I've kept it. Yeah, now phase 4 is technically ready, which is awesome. But I'm going to wait until we do the server upgrade to 1.21.11 Mounts of Mayhem before I launch it. It'll be one big, like, hey, we now have the new version on the server, and we have what you call it? We have a new version on the server and a new phase for you to play with. Right now, one of my current debates, for anyone out there that wants to be a part of the conversation, I'm having a debate where I'm wondering what a legendary token should cost. Right now, I have it at 32 treasure. It's kind of middle of the road when it comes to prices. Here, we'll head down. I'm debating making... Oh, sweet Jesus. I don't think I've ever had haste in that situation. That was intense. I'm missing a brick. Okay, yeah, I think I want to build a piston door over here that just pulls these away for a second. So I can get in here. Okay, so this legendary tokens coming soon, as you can see. That right now 32 is right here, so duality. So I basically have them right here in between these two. I'm really curious if I can change it up so that way instead of them costing treasure, they cost something else, and that I put that in the dungeon as something that you can go find. Because I think that feels more like a phase 4 drop. It's like, hey, there's this thing you can now find in the dungeon, and if you find it, you can come and use it for a legendary token. I don't know. Because my first thought is we're coming up on Crimbus, and that maybe legendary tokens can be like presents, and that if something gets dropped into dungeon, you can come use it as a present. I don't know. Yeah, I definitely want to build a piston door here. I think I have the supplies potentially, so let's see if we could just build it real quick. So we'll need a button. We got these two. Probably need a piston decay. So if it's right here, maybe I can hide a button. I think the piston has to be there. Yeah. Let's see what I can do, because I think if I have a comparator delay clock, I could build a... I think I got some... don't have any more tough in here. Okay, let's think this through. So if this is the piston door, and I have a button hidden up here. Yeah, let's go grab some tough. I gotta make some comparators. I got torches, so we're good there. Well, I'll just grab some quartz and we'll make it down there. We'll get that and bricks. Awesome. Is it possible to make a blackstone button? Be such an easy way to hide it. I can't. Okay, so we'll do a stone button. And then comparators. We'll make 3 more. I already have the stone down there, so we'll be fine. I don't think there's a crafting table, so we might add that into the like layout down here, just so that way we have one. Okay, so let's build this first of all. So we'll put this here, so that way that finishes that pattern. I think we put there. We'll have to have one here, and then definitely there. So we put the button, I think, makes the most sense. Probably makes the most sense for the button to go just straight up. But if I put it on that wall, yeah, you won't be able to see that. Excellent. Okay, so let's box that up. That way that is nice and dark in there, so no one can see. Excellent. And I can still reach it. Okay, great. So let's make some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Make some comparators. Beautiful. The fourth one out of there. Do I have... I do. Excellent. 10 should be fine. Okay. I gotta wish a friend of mine happy birthday here in a minute. So the button is there. So anything that I do... Wait, is it there? I think it is. No, the button is there. So for this piston door to work, I think I need, I think I need to do a classic torch here, block there situation. So this is here, it pushes both of those. So I need to be able to turn this torch off. I think if I have... I think I want to put the button on that one instead. That way our... yeah. Eh. Okay, so dirt there. And then have to step back quite a bit to even use this button. Yeah, that makes sense. So that way you can barely even notice it's a thing. And you have to be here and jump to hit it. Okay, great. Now that that's the case, let's clear out some space here so I can actually make this contraption. So here, and then we'll go this way with it. So comparator thing here. So it'll be 15, 14, 14, 13. And then it'll drop down this way. Oh, I think we'll be cheaty about it. So we can put a block there and a block there. But then I can bring the signal down. I don't have any more smooth stone. Great. But do I have any in my stone chest? I do not. I seriously have to go back up for smooth stone. That upsets me. Okay. grab another stack of this stuff. I'm going to put away the... this is what's clouding up my inventory. Excellent. Okay. Look at us go. We're doing it. Yeah, being able to have quick access down here is kind of essential. So there, oh. Beaky! How are we? I'm making things. I think I need to swap that out for doing well. I am good. We are doing some quick little redstone that I was wanting to do a little while ago, but just never took the time. Now we're gonna have it, which is awesome. So I think if that's the case, and we get down here, that's the button block. So let's add another button. But it doesn't need to be there. It can be here. Oh, I don't have any redstone dust, do I? Nope. Cool, 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 cool. Okay, so now this should work. Why didn't that work? Is something bug powering? What's happening? I think what's happening is that drop down is not letting the piston depower, which is not very cash money. Not gonna lie. I think if I bring this down here instead, this will be mo better. Okay. Okay. Doesn't make any sense. Why isn't it unpowering? Did he need... Oh, I think that's what it is. I think these need to be... these need to be slabs. I think that's what's wrong. And we will know for sure momentarily if this works or not. Okay, so slab there, 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 and then boop, boop. I think that's what we were waiting on. Oh, I accidentally destroyed that button. That's really quick. Do I have a repeater? I do not, but I can make one real quick. I think I need a repeater here. Oh, I can make this even lower now. That's fantastic, because if I put this here, I can put that there. Awesome. So now that'll repeat the signal. When I push the button, it'll keep it open a little bit longer, probably just enough for me to get in. And then now I can back up here and get back out. Oh! That right there, revolutionary. Revolutionary. Oh yeah. That right there. Just save the day. Awesome. Okay. So now that drops us down. Pardon me. We can still get through here, which is what I needed. We got this for extra stuff, which I'll just... two of these, handful of those. Awesome! So good. Okay. Because for a while I would destroy a block or destroy blocks over here, and it never was convenient. Now that this doesn't actually go all the way up anymore, it really doesn't make sense. I'm actually going to block that off now that this is our official way of getting up and down. Dang it. Never claimed to be a smart man. Awesome. Feel good about that. Feel very good about that. Okay, so we now have a quick and easy way to get into the store, which is awesome. And we can get out, and no one will be the wiser because the button is hidden. Awesome! Awesome! Okay. Please hold. have 1 minute. I know I am a weirdo in that when I learn the exact time that somebody was born, I like to send a message at that time because then it's official. Cool. Okay. Yeah, the legendary tokens will be right here. And that's the Beaky, now that you're here, I'm curious. So I am going to be implementing a new thing into the like phase 4 of the dungeon, and I'm trying to figure out the way that somebody can acquire these tokens, because up until this point it's one of those, you gather treasure while you're running in the dungeon, and eventually you can gain enough treasure to actually get some of the more expensive stuff. Like if you get 42 treasure out of this, you can get a Chandler card, which does 4 token draws. Or you can get a hero card, which is -4 obstacle, +4 treasure, +4 success. So that way the next 4 side quests that trigger, you will automatically success, which means your treasure is going to drop faster. When this card is dropped, it will give you 4 extra treasure drops. Or the chance for treasure to drop, and it will skip the next 4 obstacles. Like, again, I think these cards are like the super of the buffiest buffs. And then, yeah. So, the legendary tokens are a little bit special because they give you beacon effects. I, at first, wanted to... They're like legendary, so they should be the most expensive thing in the dungeon. Don't think that's true. I think you should have, like, a little bit of a debate between getting that and then these ones. Because this is when you start to get to, like, kind of the buffier of the stuff. Where, you know, you're adding 2 obstacle triggers, but you're getting 4 successes, or you're doing 2 obstacle triggers, or you're getting 4 treasure. Like, these are pretty good buffs for what you're doing. And I think these are priced relatively well. So I was wondering if I put those same kind of prices over here. You kind of debate. It's just like, okay, do I want like more treasure so I could get more stuff and blah, 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 or, and then, so that's one of the debates. It's like, put it in the middle of the pack so that way people kind of have a debate about what they want. The other side of it was, what if something drops in the dungeon that you can spend in the store on a legendary token, but it's something that doesn't drop all the time. It's something that drops because, you know, something has happened. Like, one of the things I thought of was, you successfully finish 4, you know, what you calls it? You successfully finish 4 side quests, or you, when you come down here, you maybe sacrifice your relic for a legendary token so you don't get to take it up. That kind of thing. Like that's the one that kind of like is really tripping me up about it all. Is that if you pardon me, if you turn in your relic over there instead, then you don't get a chance to buy any token. I don't know. It's a little bit of a toss-up for me. Because I'd like the legendary tokens to be one of those attainable things, but I want it to be a really big choice. I want people to debate, so... Wow, that button is not very obvious. I think it's because it's so dark in here. I think I need to put something, a different kind of block right there to make that pop a bit better. Maybe a very, very dim redstone lamp, which I can make a bunch of now. That was so convenient. So I think copper bulb, that's what I meant. I believe copper bulbs are chiseled copper and I need this to oxidize further. Oh, but it's going to turn off. I don't want that. I think it just needs to be a lighter colored block behind it. But it can't be bright. It has to be just a lighter tone so that button pops better. Or I go down with, yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I need red dye. Then I need honeycomb. Yeah, so we'll just redo the sign. I think that's what we need to do. I am in love with that. So 2 exits, stand on grates, and press button. So we'll do, did I save the skulls? I did. 2 exit. Stand on grates. And then we'll do press button. Can I add an ampersand here? That would be fantastic. No. Why did the volume just change? Okay, I fixed it. Okay, that's visible. Okay, so red dye, glow ink. Okay, to exit, stand on grates and press button. Jeez, why'd that take so long? Okay, okay, so I fixed that. We are good to go there. So yeah, I'm definitely in a debate right now. about what I want to try to accomplish with all that. So this is literally almost constantly running now, which is awesome. Oh, we're already at 21. That is so nice. Yeah, we're like constantly running. This is awesome. Okay, so... Oh, I got a snap from somebody. What is it? Oh, I'm gonna be hungry after this stream. My stomach is letting me know. Okay. So this is running and I'm happy with it. This is running and I'm happy with it. Awesome. Okay, so... Are we at 64? We are. Okay, so we are doing great. And these are running awesomely. I've used a lot of red already. Oh, I'm so happy. Because now that I'm over here, this is loaded chunks. I'm getting all the wool that I ever wanted. Okay, so sugarcane is doing great. Bamboo is always doing great. I never have to worry about that. Okay. So I got that set. How are we doing on eggies? Okay. So the plan for this little thing is that I'm gonna eventually kill all the chickens and take all the eggs that have been produced in this barrel and try to make this somewhere else. But I want this to finish being a thing before I try to move on to something else. So also I had a thought about down here and I want to try it out. Someone made the point that sometimes there are like vents and stuff outside of a hotel. And I was just like, oh shit, I could totally do that. Because I have this vent block. Where I can do this. So I can create a basically a fake thing here. And I don't know if this is going to look as good as I want it to, but we're going to give it a shot. So if I do a item frame here and then put this in the item frame. Oops. That was a little bit off. This is actually going to look good at all. I think I need spruce stairs. I think that's what it's missing. Of course I only have one, so we'll do 12 is good. And I'm gonna set that item frame back a little bit so it's sunken in. So if I do it here, I think it'll look a bit better. And then I can do trigger, if invisible, set 1, set 2. Now it's locked, so I can do that. And now it's a walkable entrance. Okay, and then this is the part that I'm not sure if it's going to look good. Let's see. Well, that looks pretty solid. And now I have a walkthrough that is, like, I'm actually really happy with how that looks. It looks so much better. And now I can come in and out of here, and it doesn't look like a problem. Oh, I love this stuff. 3-stream streak! Beaky! Oh, you get 350 channel points for that? That's a good deal. That's a good deal. Also, I don't get alerted by that stuff. That's weird. You almost made me do a spit take of my coffee. Thanks. Doesn't that look good, though? I'm really happy with this. I am going to do this, though. Yeah, that looks better. I might put a hanging sign that says, like, maintenance entrance, do not, or, like, stand clear of the vent. That kind of thing. That could look cool. Hide a torch back there. I think we'll put torches on the inside of here. Just so that way this... Yeah, that looks good. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Make sure there's no zeros. Oh, we seem to be good. Awesome. Yeah, we're going to tear this thing down very, very soon, so I'm not worried that it's in the middle of the thing, but... Oh yeah, I love that a lot. I think that looks really good. Okay, Help Farm's running good. We got, put some stuff away. Cobblestone soon. We're running low. Tough out of here. Get that tough out of here. Put away the pale oak. Put away the stone. Put away the grass blocks. The dirt. Ores. The spruce. The sticks. The blackstone. Let's fill these up with water before we put them away. That way we have 2 water buckets in here at all times. Now I think what I want to do next is I'd like to do a test run of the dungeon with a beacon effect card. I think that will be a good use of our time. So we'll throw a... I'm going to take out... We'll just do a stratagem. And then let's do... Speedster. So we're going to do a run. It's not going to be a legit run. What are you shooting at? Oh, that's interesting. I think because the creaking dropped into the mud, the snow golem thought it was within range and it threw a thing to it. Okay, so again, not a legit run. I just want to test the beacon effects. So I'm going to go in with my stuff and we're going to do a level 1. But I just want to test this out and make sure that the beacons work. So we'll pause this and we can get immersed. Okay. Added a lot more sound effects in it. I love it. Like you hear the machine noises. I love them so much. Okay. I think this one is the elevator. Yep, okay. Ooh, you can hear the allays from over here. I'm gonna dispense soon. We'll see if it's a stratagem first. Did it not dispense? Now that was interesting. Because it waits until it gets to, I think, 3. Oh, it didn't dispense because it was in its cycle. That's what it is. Now we're going to get a token here. The stratagem. Why isn't that audio playing? Because it drew 2 more. Uh-oh. Oh, man. Wait, did you just see? Oh, no. Uh-oh. So it's possible for items to get stuck right there. That has never happened before. I have to put a full block here. Wow. Okay. That is good to know. Okay. So let's fix that real quick. I think I can technically throw this in. And it just drops through. Is that on? That is on. Okay, so I'll grab that in a second. That actually explains a lot based on some missing tokens that I had. I'm also really curious if my audio is broken for some things, but that's a thing for a different day. Okay, so we're gonna do this real quick. And then I need a glass block that goes there. Go grab black glass. Where am I going? Okay. This has got to be fast. So I do Nailed it. Put that there. And then, I think it's this one. Yep. So let's put this hopper up here as a failsafe. There we go. So now these come up and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6, 7. That 7 times 5, so 40 plus 9. So I can update this to 42, which is awesome. Okay. Let's go grab our stuff. We still got the 5-minute timer running. I really hope that we haven't been losing items because of this. That will be crappy. Okay, so let's go put this compass back. And then let's fly up top and see what's going on with all of our sound effects.
Paradox is ready.
Evade. Adventurer. What did I have in here? Stratagem. Stratagem. Well, it kind of feels like the signal didn't make it all the way up. Or maybe stratagem never triggered? There was a bad one that ran. I think it was the skip the next neglect, yeah. I think neglect ran by. Let's double check that neglect still works. So neglect is this one. Neglect. Neglect. Oh, they hear it. That's fun. Okay, that is necessary. Okay, so if neglect ran by, it did not trigger duality. Chandler. Let's go double check we have everything where it's supposed to be. Destitute and hurdle. Yeah, skip next token. It's not a very kind Bane token. So I don't have it just willy-nilly. Definitely been 5 minutes. So, huh. Guess we try it again. take 2 away since this next one's not going to be legit either. Take a key from here. We'll try again. I just want to make sure these frickin' beacon effects work, man. That's all. Just want to make sure they work. Okay. I don't need to be in the dungeon. Make sure these work. In fact, I shouldn't be, so I can double check this is working. Excellent. So, I believe it should shoot a card right then. That was a hurdle. Which means it should come right back in. Why didn't it trigger? Why didn't it make the noise? I gotta go check that. Okay, if that was a hurdle, here in a second, it's gonna shuffle. It'll drop everything out of the dropper. And then send it back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, click. And it shuffles it. And then we should have, in about 45 seconds or so, it should shoot out another one. I don't know why the bad cards aren't playing, or that I can't hear them play. Maybe I have to double check their ranges. Okay, stratagem works. And that just went right back into my my shulker. There's a shulker right there with an iron nugget in it now. Awesome. Okay, so I am standing at 66, so as long as we're not higher than 170. Oh. Where's destitute? Where's hurdle? Hurdle. We have to check hurdle. Okay, what's gonna get drawn next? I'm hoping it's speedster. No. It doesn't sound like they're making it to the top. So I'm gonna get rid of these for a second, and hopefully that triggers. Well, that is running. Hurdle. Three. That was a success. Okay, this is going to go off. It didn't happen. Why didn't... That doesn't make any sense. So... Oh! Oh no! I don't have any more black glass. Okay, one thing at a time here. One thing at a time. Let's grab black glass and fix that. Because that is an oopsie on my part. Beacon effects were never going to trigger. Because I didn't plan better. Oh, so we don't lose a bunch of items. Let's put that in. I lost hurdle. Or I lost my, not hurdle. My beacon effect, which means, yep. Why is that happening early? Get rid of these for now. So, okay, let's think. Gotta go fix that, and then we'll see what is going on here. So this needs to be turned into glass. So we'll do... Nailed it. Okay, I think... Whoa. That was weird. Was that... Huh. That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so I think I need to turn this into a repeater, which is easy enough. I don't have one. Great. Let's just get some stone. And then... And then a little bit of redstone dust. And then we should be able to make ourselves a repeater. Beautiful. And then that means that this needs to be coming off of this block instead. Which is not a huge deal. I just need more black wool, which, where am I ever going to find black wool? Also, I think I'm going to get rid of the wool stalker boxes up top and reclaim them. If I just have a wool farm down here, I can just come down here. Okay. So... Okay, so that'll power down. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that'll work. And it's not a decaying signal, so that will just go off when that is at 0, which is what I want. Great. Now that is better than it used to be, even, which is awesome. Okay. One more time.
Paradox is ready.
Celebrate. Holiday. So, let's move. Grab a key. Can I grab it from under here? I can. Excellent. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we'll destroy the, I'm sorry, we'll start the dungeon. And then, really? We'll head down again. I love all the sound effects now. The cranking. I think I might need to extend this even further. But we'll get there. Okay. So there's no bad tokens anymore. The the Bane tokens. So stratagem. That worked. I'm not sure I have those set to static, which is why it's so quiet when I'm here. So let's double check that. Yep, that's in there. So this is going to shuffle, which is all it's going to do is take this out and put it back. Right about now? Yeah. Put it back out and boop. So that is skipping treasure. That is a success on a... I should pause that. That was a success on a side quest automatically. And then 15 seconds. And then this will trigger and we'll see if this works. It'll give us right above me. That's skipping an obstacle. Right above me, it'll give the speed effect. If it works.
Speedster.
And boop. Awesome. Okay, so beacon effects work. Now I gotta figure out why... That's weird. What's happening? Okay. So let's add in the bad tokens. Let's see why they're not working. Pardon me? Oh. It completely skipped over. It didn't even do it. Oh! I am silly. I am a silly boy. It's before I added... Okay. Okay, so destitute. Is it the same? It is. And I'm guessing neglect is the exact same way. Yep. Okay. Okay, so now that I know that's the problem, let's go turn off the dungeon. We can fix this. Okay, so that means that these ones got fixed. Got it. Okay, so we need to fix all these. So I need to do neglect first. So trigger, format name. Copy from offhand, lore. They stack. Okay, and then destitute. Sat 610. They should stack now. They do. And then finally hurdle. And now they should stack as well. Excellent. So we should do, I need 2 here, 2 here. So we need a destitute. Excellent. So 1 hurdle, 1 destitute. And yeah, I think I have it now, so that way no cards get, no card signals get sent up unless the, what you call it, unless the game is on.
Neglect.
That one will, though, because it doesn't send upstairs. I'm trying to remember. It doesn't get cleared at the end of a run. I don't think I did that on purpose. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's throw this back on. I need to figure out why there's that weird pulse happening. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but it is kind of annoying that it's happening. Maybe that's what I need. We'll do that first. Okay, I need when the game is off for the, for that to drain.
Paradox is ready.
Maybe it, when the game is off, I just put a very simple, I don't know if that'll work. I think if the game is off and there's items in that thing. How did I build it over here? Because I just need to steal this. Let's go up. I think it's on this floor. Oh no, it's up top. That's where it's at. What time is it? Okay. So I have this system over here that does it work? When the game is off, it pushes a thing over, which will allow this to pull the signal down and cause that. Okay. I think I got it now. I think I also have all the supplies for it too. Let's see. So if we... Oh, do I have room for it? That's another thing. So it needs to read... already reading it this way. And this is getting triggered here. So if this is on... Okay, that was insulting. So, okay. I don't have any place to read. Dang it. Because I don't think this can go the other way. Can it? No, it can't because of that. It could, though. I guess it could push it that way. Is there enough room in that direction? Let's see. So I know how this is built. But that's not an issue. We'll keep this up and I'll just go grab more black wool. Don't need that much, but we'll give it a shot. So I need the I need the music thing to live here. Note block. So it'll get pushed. Here. Ow. I'm doing fine. Everything's fine. So if I... Because that'll do that right away. Which isn't my intention. Why did I have a delay? Oh, because it'll... That's what it is. I think that can stay. Because that gives off 1, so a repeater. Oh! That's what I can do. I could put non-stackables in there. Because it'll give off a higher value. So I'll need 9 unstackables. I think 9 should be okay. Correction, I hope 9 will be okay. If I bring, like, say, the pickaxe over here, that gives a level of 2. So if instead of a repeater, I do a... Okay. Will this get powered by this? That's a good question. At least I think it is. Do you have anything that can create power? Oh, but I can make one real quick because I'm right next to my bamboo farm. Look at me go. Also, this stream is a little bit longer than I thought it was going to be. I'm not mad, but... Okay, it doesn't power it. That is fantastic. Also, I've never heard that sound in game, and it freaked me out a little bit. Okay, so if that's the case, then that means I can move this here. Because if this is here, 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 that means that Dust, 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 dust. And then comparator. And then repeater. Because... Okay, let me think about it. There's a possibility of up to... There's a 2 skip. Okay, I think 9 should be fine. I will say... You need to put this target block back. Then I think this works now, which means I now have this side to do whatever I need to empty it at the end of a run. I mean, as much as I can. Because now I'm worried. So many redstone lines. Okay, okay, so a comparator is coming out of here. So I could technically take a repeater out of here. And then only when the game is powered does it then empty this. Because I don't think this block gets powered by anything. So if I power this with an observer clock, that I could put an observer pointing up and then an observer just pointing this way into the ether, not doing anything. Then I could scoot this over. Okay, let's grab some redstone bits. Of course I need to make an observer. We will need that. We'll need some dark green wool. Well, regular green wool. Get power over there. Also, I have full gamma on right now, just so that way I'm fighting against black wool. So we will need to make an observer. We'll get there. Of course, I can't go up with this. Unless I went up with all of it. Which is totally possible. But for right now, we'll just go up and over. Okay, so I have green coming from here. If I... Can I dip down? I can't. I might be able to grab it from here, though. If I do here... So it'll be a signal of 2, so I can technically bring this down. Okay, let's get the observers. We need 3 of them. Dang it. Dang it. Three observers. We are running out cobblestone. We are running out cobblestone. All the rest of the stuff is down there. Dang it. Dang it. Look at me go. Speedy Gonzalez over here. Okay. 3 observers. We'll need 1 pointing... here. Right? Which is just powering that block. Then we need one that powers into nothing. Ugh. I'm fine. Everything is fine. I'm okay. I need one that goes here. Powering into nothing and doesn't block that redstone, which is great. And then another one that's here that will get pushed into that one. Right? Or do I do... do I do this? And then it pushes up. Because that could work. Oh no. Oh, it won't work. So tight. Okay. I need to push up. Or I could have it push sideways and move all of this over. Oh, I also might need to think this over. Yeah, because if this is here, it's going to get powered by that. At least I think it will. Oh, it didn't. Oh, okay, great. So... So what I need, because this will push up only if it's full, but it will only be able to be pushed up if the torch is even on. So I think if I do, so that'll be a 2, 1. That I can maybe do a push down here. Would that work? So if there's a sticky piston there. Because that should be pushed down. Which will bridge the connection. So if I do green here, and I don't think, I think this needs to be a target block. So I can redirect redstone. So this is really close to the end of the line with this green, I think. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 15. Oh. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. I can put a repeater right there. Do I have supplies for a repeater? Need another stick. Redstone torch and 3 more stone. Because if a repeater goes there, then I don't have to worry about redstone signal. Okay, so that'll work. So that redstone will get redirected that direction. I am so close to this being a thing. So if this just has a friend that starts here. But the piston could be here instead. Right? Right? And I don't need that extra observer. Because that'll push up. So if that's there, I need another torch. So that's there. More sticks. And by that I mean singular. That's not quite it. So this has to do, okay, I got it. So only if that is got stuff in it will it push here. And when the game is on, wait. Okay, so this needs to be an if then. Like, doubly. So if the game is on, this is retracted. If the game is off, this is extended, but only if there are things in it. So I think what needs to happen is this needs to go here. Torch. Oh, but it can't activate itself. So never mind. I think I need to swap these. So I need... actually, don't need that to go down at all. So that's there. That means that is now here. Which means that can go there. Because we're trying to push down a... This will be a target block now. Pulls in the redstone. Beautiful. And then I think that means I could do that here, because if the game is on, this will be off. But only if something's in it will this push down. And then it will power that. And cause this to push up and empty. So only if there's stuff in it will that even be... So if I do this... And then it resets. Why did that get power? Well, let's figure out why that happened. Let's go into F4 so we can see redstone power over here. Oh, no. So, So this will go here, and then I'll drop these 3. Oh, because this gets pushed out of the way. Ah, that makes a lot of sense. Makes a whole lot of sense. Okay, so if I swap this out for a block, then I think that will fix. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Okay, that should fix that problem. Let's double check. Yeah, then it drains it out. But only when the game is on or off, because that will extend, but that torch will be off. Right? That's how that works. Let's double check before I... let's grab another torch. We have fun. That's what we do. Because this is one of those problems I didn't even know was a thing, because this feature technically isn't implemented yet. Because... Yep, excellent. Because I didn't want players to skip their tokens so early in the game. Like in the process and these phases, I really didn't want people to have to fight that. So, I fixed it. Okay, so now this works. And this shouldn't interact with any of this, so we should be fine there. Well, just because I'm a stickler. I lied. It does interact with it. I don't get it. It works, though. That's what I was going for. Okay, let's put away our stuff. And try this one more time before we leave. I think that's a great idea. So we know the beacon effects work. We just need to make sure that the thingy things work. Okay. One more time. I love all these mechanical noises. Absolute hype. computer set. That makes no sense. Why was that stuck in a loop? I don't get that at all. So here's what I don't get. Oh. Haha. I'm a silly goose. That's probably what was causing it.
Speedster.
Let's go grab, Are you watching my stream? Or do you need me to type it? I'll know momentarily, I guess. How the heck do I get up there? Oh, this way is probably best. Maybe not. Okay.
Destitute.
Hell yeah. Absolutely hell yeah. Okay, bye. I was just gonna start typing because I realized what he was asking for. Get the treasure. So if I throw this in here, is my shulker still there? It is. I don't know what that dispenser noise was. Side quest.
Security alert. Security alert. Security checkpoints must be reset. Security checkpoints must be reset.
Oh, yeah. Oh, interesting. It still did a card. That makes no sense. There's no way for it to get that. Oh, unless it happened. No, that doesn't make any sense.
Security alert. Security alert. Security
I need to make sure that
checkpoints
this
must
thing,
be
the skip
reset.
works.
Security checkpoints must be reset.
So it just shuffled. Now we're waiting on.
Security alert.
I need that to stop so I can hear.
Alert. Security checkpoints must be reset. Security
Trigger.
checkpoints must be reset.
Oh, hurdle. There needs to be a big, big delay on this. That's what it is.
Warning. 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 Warning.
It needs to actually skip. Oh, that's shuffling. That's what that noise is. Okay. We'll know if this works here in a second. It was just, I think it was emptying the dropper first. Oh, it still did it.
Destitute.
Security alert. Security alert. Security
I need a much
checkpoints
bigger
must
delay.
be reset. Security checkpoints must be
Hey,
reset.
thank you for resubbing, my guy. Okay, let's figure this out. So if that is at 3, so that's 3, 2, 1. No, sorry. 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2, 1. Okay, so I need another redstone. I need another repeater.
Security alert. Security alert.
Something's not working right.
Destitute.
Dang it, Dustin. I need, like, just a longer wait. then I think this will work. Okay, so it should skip the next draw. That's the hope and the plan, is that it skips the next draw. Which again, we'll know if it works in about 30 seconds. 20 seconds now. Oh, not even. Closer to 10. So it should trigger, nothing happens. And it's still
Destitute.
That's what it is. It's subtract mode. So,
Security alert. Security alert. Security checkpoints must be reset.
I hate you.
Security checkpoints
This is 6.
must be reset.
So when this gets the 3, I think I need this to go in the skip function doesn't work. Because I think I need this to trigger it. I think I need to put a crafter here with a thing here. Okay. I'm stopping it. All these things getting wasted.
Security alert. Security alert.
So I need to swap this around. And I need 2 comparators now. So there'll be a comparator right here, and then a crafter will replace this block. Let's do the crafter first. Awesome. Oh. That can't be a thing. How am I gonna do this? I need this to be... Because it's pulling from a block because it has to. Right? Watch out. Redoing the entire card system. Oh, shoot. So if this goes here, it doesn't do anything to this stuff. It also doesn't deactivate that anymore. Nope. I don't think this will do anything to this. We'll see. Or I can do a little bit of this action. There we go. That'll work. Okay, so now this isn't deactivating anything. This is pulling direct now. So I need another comparator, which I believe I can grab from over here. Wherever I put my redstone box over there. Got a comparator in here. So now this is in normal mode, and that it'll only... So is it when it gets... I'm trying to remember. Let's deactivate this real quick so it can run. So I need to see that this won't trigger that block until it's at 3 or higher, I believe is how this works. Okay. And then this will have to be the last thing I do, and I have to log off.
Paradox is ready.
So as soon as that turns into a 3, that should trigger. Excellent. I fixed it. And technically, the system is now simpler. Doesn't have as many steps in here anymore, which is awesome. Okay. So that's going to drain down. Yeah. Okay, great. Cool. So now the shuffler should work. So we should turn the game back on. Should we? No. Because now the card skipper should work. So the beacon effects work. The new... Oops. The new, okay. Put these away. Boop. And then put the compasses away. That's back at 31, which means we're accurate. Boop. Boop. Excellent. We can put the doodly-doos back. You know, technical term. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do real quick. Oops, I forgot to grab my pouch. Take that out. These back. And put this back over here. And okay. Not entirely sure why I'm missing a resistance. Oh, is it over there? It's probably over there. That makes sense. Okay. Spruce. Get rid of this, and then we're gonna go empty our... because we don't need to keep it up here anymore now that we have a wool farm. Isn't that fun? Light gray. Lime. Green. Orange. And white. So much red for a project that never happened. Yellow. Pink. Purple. Brown, and then dark gray. And I just got 4 shulker boxes back. Excellent. Which, by the way, those may peek and see that those stacked. Any empty shulker box stacks on our server. That is for convenience of transfer. It doesn't really benefit anything else on the server. So it's just something that we added so that way it was a little bit easier on us to accomplish certain tasks. Because having a bunch of empty shulker boxes in your inventory, filling up a bunch of slots when it's just an empty container, did not make much sense to us. There was something here that I didn't want to... It's stored there. Okay. And then we'll split this up. So each of these has about a half a stack now, which is awesome. Yay, we got more glass. Something we were very, very low on. I gotta destroy some sand. Honestly, this will probably turn into a de facto resource desert for me because we don't want all this sand and the final product. Honestly, it's gonna wrap around here in like a peninsula. Like almost a nice round cap. But yeah, I'm excited. Cool. Do I have to get rid of anything? Nope, we are solid. Top off our arrows. And top off our torches. And top off our rockets. And we are good to tackle the next stream. Excellent. Well, it was a little bit of a longer one today, which I'm not mad about. We got a lot done. Some cool utility stuff. We got some farm stuff, and we fixed a bug in the couple bugs, unknown bugs. I'm really hopeful, cross my fingers, that people didn't lose anything and that I am just being paranoid. So, but the pouch total, we've been able to upgrade it to 42, which I enjoy, and we're going to update that in the tokens book, so that way if anybody reads this, it's accurate. 42. Perk token max, legendary token max, 1 total. Total token touch. Yeah. So the reason that it's 42 is for a couple reasons. One, if you do the math real quick, there are 3 basics, 3 commons, 3 uncommons, 3 rares. There will be, I think, 7 perk tokens, give or take, and 3 legendary tokens. So there's 1 legendary that will be in the deck. So 1. There's a possibility of 7 perk tokens. So that brings us up to 8. Say you have the 3 rares. That's 11. 6 uncommon. So that brings us up to 17. And then 3 times 3, 9. So that's 26. And then 4 times 3 is 12. Oh, I'm already messing this up. Let me get out the calculator. So we have 4 times 3 plus 3 times 3, 9, plus 2 times 3, 6, plus 3, plus 1, plus 7. Oh, that's only 38? That's not right. Maybe 32 is the minimum, and I'm just crazy. Oh. I feel silly now. But I think the reason that it's 32 is that there's the possibility of 38 tokens that can be in your pouch if you max it out. But I want to be able to have people kind of pick and choose and take 6 out. Still not a whole lot. Like taking out 6, that's not really a debate. That's like a, oh, I'll take the lower ones because I got these now. 23 would be a lot, like, more intense, because then you have to really sit there, because you're now looking at what's there's 16 that you have to not put in your pouch. I like that better. I like that a lot better. So it's 9 less. Which I think during a run, this may result in tokens despawning. Please inform the dungeon master if you do not receive your token pouch or tokens after game end. Oh, Eric, I was having a debate earlier on stream, and now that you're here, I'm curious if you can chime in on this little debate that I was having. If you're still watching. Okay, so here's the debate that I'm having. If I the long and short of it that I'm debating is if I want to oh wait, I gotta check something. I've been doing all of these changes and the screen is 100% in the way. There we go. Okay, so the question. Right now, legendary tokens are in the middle, right here. Legendary tokens are in the middle of the pack when it comes to cost. So they're like halfway in between the basic and between common and uncommon. So like the cost of them treasure wise. But I was having a discussion with like I think Brownie Girl a little bit about, instead of it being the doing your turning in your relics, so you have the chance to buy one of these tokens, one of the action tokens. If you want a legendary token, instead you have to turn in your relic, so that way you can get a legendary token in exchange. So if you want to, you could go in and your next 3 relics, you can just spend them on the 3 legendary tokens, but you don't get those relics. You don't get to take them out of the dungeon. So they're lost, 1. And 2, you don't get a chance to buy any other action tokens with your treasure. So you're making a huge commitment to that token. So it's one of those, like, if you're building your deck, and now that I implement these legendary things, it's just like, hey, you can either turn in your relic for a chance to buy an action token with the treasure you have, or turn in your relic and buy a legendary token instead, but you don't get to take the relic out. That's what my debate is right now. It's either that they're in the middle of the pack and you kind of make a choice to buy them, but that doesn't feel very legendary. You just buy them like everything else. As in the turn in your relic, all or nothing. Yeah, that makes it legendary, right? Like, you turn in your relic and you get no choice. All the treasure you just found doesn't matter. It's lost to the game. Yeah. That makes it worth it, right? Because then you sit there, like, if you go in and do like a basic run, you get no treasure, but you grab the relic right away. You get those tokens, and now you get this chance to go further in the dungeon, but you can never do it again. You only get the 3. You get 3 chances to do that. Like if you make that commitment, you get to do it to 3. So everybody might have these legendary tokens, but you burned a lot of stuff to get them. Great. This is a good talk we just had. I think I might implement that. And then when I launch this, because I think also, oh, no. The legendary tokens, you can use whenever, but you can only use one of them per run. So like you do a barbarian run, a ranger run, or a speedster run. And you get 5 minutes of that beacon effect at some point in your run once it gets drawn. But yeah, you only get to pick one of them per run. Sorry to clarify. But I meant what you're burning is that when you get out of the dungeon with your relic, you've gone down into the thing, you can either make a choice to put it into the store so that way you can pick an action token, or you can use it in one of the legendary token slots, and it will get you a I think I need to make another item, if we're being honest. I think what needs to happen is I have to have a very specific item that it accepts. Yeah, I'm gonna mess with it, but I think it's like if you put it in here, it unlocks the store. If you put it in this barrel, it gives you a special item that you can then redeem a legendary token for. So that way I can make sure that the, that way I can make sure that the system is functioning and that I don't have to put in, 36 item filters. I can just put in that you put your relic in the system. It uses that to give you an item back that you can redeem for a legendary token. I think that's what it is. Okay, awesome. That's what I needed. The back and forth that I've had with now 2 people. I mean, you could have as many legendaries, but there's only 3 of them total. There's Speedster, Ranger, and Barbarian. Speedster gives you speed boost for 5 minutes. Ranger gives you jump boost for 5 minutes. And Barbarian gives you resistance for 5 minutes. And the way that I look at it is like Barbarian with resistance allows you to get through maybe some tankier mobs and stuff. So that way you don't take as much damage. So, you know, there's Ravagers on floor 2 now. Speedster will allow you to get past certain mobs in certain areas a little bit faster. It does burn your saturation a little bit more, so you have to take that in consideration. But it allowed you to get past like creakings and not get shot by arrow mobs and stuff like that because you're running so fast. And then jump boost is kind of 50-50 in the realm of being able to get places you couldn't before, or get to places easier because now you can jump so high. And it allows you to jump over certain obstacles that may have been in your way before. So that fence that popped up, you can get on over top of it now because now you have jump boost. So a fence isn't an obstacle anymore. So yeah, those kind of things. So some obstacles might adjust for jump boost if I realize that it's just completely ruining runs. Well, not ruining them, but making them way too easy. So yeah, again, other options. I'm going to ponder over a lot of it, and we're going to see what we do. But until next time, those watching, I really appreciate each and every one of you for stopping by. Design and Conquer, my friends. I will see you at the next one. Have a great rest of your Sunday and even better start to your week. Bye.